Good session. Did you have anything else?
Nope.
All right. All right, Steve, thank you. Have a good day. You too. See you guys.
I think you handled it real good.
What's that?
I said, I think you handled that real good.
Okay.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Sandra B, have a seat.
Thank you.
You're in
That's
the
the
hot seat.
hottest one?
Yes, you're in the hot seat.
All right.
You sit wherever you
All right. Haven't talked to you guys forever, so it's good to see you. I have closing statements for you to review.
Okay.
That sets out all the expenses. I will also need the EIN number for the county. So, here's one copy. Here's the second one. Here is the third one. Please review it, and if you have questions, I will answer them, or make up an answer.
While they're reviewing that, I have a question for you, Ms.
Alrighty.
Title Examiner. The clinic in Bird City.
Yes?
Bird City deeded that to the Cheyenne County Hospital.
I don't know, I've not researched that.
Well, we have a copy of the quitclaim deed, and that's what it says. Quitclaims to Cheyenne County Hospital.
Right.
So, where is ownership?
Cheyenne County Hospital, it sounds like. But most of those things are county, because it's a, what, 503C or whatever it is,
I think this is her original.
isn't it? I don't know.
Is this
Okay,
your original?
questions?
Is that your
Yes.
original? Okay, okay.
I guess my question is, how would we convey it? How would the Cheyenne County?
We're not selling it
In Bird City?
at this point. Thank you, Scott. Okay, whoever's the boss of this crew only needs to sign. Okay.
You need to sign this one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, sign all three of them. You'll get one.
Well, I get my chair back, huh?
I get one, and I'll give one to the equity. I'll have to research that a little bit more.
Yeah, because my concern is usually all of the county properties go into the county, because
Right.
like the hospital is
Right.
owned by the county, but we
Right.
lease to Great Plains.
Right.
And so with this, where they quitclaimed it to specifically Cheyenne County Hospital,
Just
That almost sounds like it would be, but
but who would have the authority to
yeah,
convey?
we wouldn't.
Yeah, Cheyenne County, I believe.
Would we have the ability to convey it? Ryan? Would the hospital have the ability to convey the building in Bird City?
Does
Sell
the
it?
hospital board have the power of
check that. I
conveyance?
just signed one place, so.
Deed property.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioners in mind.
But if it's titled in the name of Cheyenne County
You
Hospital,
guys are okay with everything?
that's the
Yeah.
question.
Roger,
He has to sign it.
Roger, you okay with everything?
I'm not done looking at it.
Well, what's taking you so long?
He's
I'm
thorough.
trying to
He's
take
very
care of two
thorough.
conversations at once.
He's pretty
They've
principled.
already lost me, so.
Right,
Yeah.
right, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not needed to Cheyenne County Fairgrounds.
I
It's
think
Cheyenne
we're
County.
probably at fault. If we find something wrong with like the water well, should have that been taken care of before we bought the building?
You should have requested it.
We did request a sewer though, right? Okay,
You requested sewer, but you didn't request a water well.
okay.
So, and they were supposed to have checked it with a potential previous buyer, but I think it was never followed up.
Okay.
So I think when I take the check, I'm going to ask.
You're bleeding.
Oh, yeah, I picked it.
You're nervous.
I will ask them to get somebody to check the well.
Okay.
So,
Or the sewer?
I've flushed the toilet a few times.
all right.
I don't know why you thought this was gonna be easy.
Well, I don't know why you thought it was going to be easy either, but you know what? it's okay.
Did you want to make a copy?
It's gonna be a good property.
Okay.
Oh, you get the
I talked
original?
to Rick about cleaning it, we just wanna know how thoroughly you want
I'll
it.
give you the original.
Well, I think we probably want a bid.
Do what?
I was talking to Rick about cleaning the building, spraying it down.
Oh, yeah.
The insides,
Sanitizing it.
yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be.
And then later on, have rodent people or whatever come in and,
Yeah. Yeah, it's much better than it was.
I figured the co-op would take all the mice with them.
Well, you know, I forgot to ask them, but here is your deed. You want to review it, Les?
I'm sure you did a great job, so.
Okay. The next thing is the keys.
some of the proud owners now.
You're the proud owners as soon as I walk across the street, across the hall, and file the deed. Then you are the proud owners.
So we
Okay.
take
Then-
over as of today.
As of today, as of right now. So you can get your broom and get after it.
I'll be right there.
So can I email
Thank
you
you.
that deed and have you take a look and maybe visit with your underwriters as to how we would convey that if it were to be conveyed?
If is the big word.
Exactly.
So, I have an opinion, but at this point I'll not say it out loud. How's that?
That is fine.
That's scary.
I know it is, but honestly, I don't know how it would be conveyed, because most county stuff, the hospital is county, so why was it done this way? I don't know. I don't know who was involved in that. Do you remember?
It was in, 03 or something, maybe? I have the deed downstairs.
Okay.
Huh?
97.
Was it 97?
It's on the way.
Yeah, when it was deeded to the.
Well, they built that in 97.
Okay.
But it was already, that was built on the old hospital property that was already in county.
Yes, that's correct.
So then why was Bird City doing a quick claim deed to Cheyenne County
City
Hospital?
owned it, Burke City owned it, and they gave it to the county.
Because there used to be an old hospital and clinic that's up there that got tore down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. So,
So I probably need
email
to
it
do
to
some
me and
more.
I'll do some little research on it.
I'd appreciate it, thank you.
Okey dokey. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys get back to work.
Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much.
Les,
Appreciate
you know,
See you, Annie. You're up,
You-
Brian.
Leslie, you could talk with Clipper on it, because he's been talking with Century Tool over that building.
That's why this is all coming up, is there's something in the works.
Yeah, there.
But, I mean, it's not, there's no final decision yet as to what is truly
The
going
hospital
to
has
happen.
approved nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like I say, they're just talking in advance, trying to figure out what's gonna happen with it and what their role's gonna be in it.
Correct. We just met Tuesday.
You're up, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay, I wanted to do a few department updates. EMS, a couple weeks ago, we found out that the chassis order was accepted by Ford. And then this week, we were notified we now have a VIN number assigned. So that means the chassis is going to be built.
Good.
So we've also reached out to Rocky Mountain Ambulance, let them know that the chassis is gonna be built. It'll be drop shipped to their site to then have the box built. So I did get an updated quote. We're still about the same area we were.
Good.
Obviously, again, we don't know the delivery of the chassis, so things could still change, but I wanted to make sure there's not been any significant changes, so. And we're at 224,641 will be the build out after we get the chassis, so.
And
That'll
And
still
that
put
price
it.
can't change it, that's a lot.
No, that can still
price.
change.
That's the one we're worried about.
That can still change, because we can't say that chassis will be there next week or December or June.
Okay.
So, but I just wanted to I wanted them to update the quote and get a current figure, so we knew if things had really jumped up, we could plan accordingly, so.
It is about the same then.
Yeah, so it'll still be under 300,000 for the chassis and that build, so,
Good.
yeah. Today. Jill attended a Region EMS meeting this past week. I have visited with her. There was some really good conversations had at that meeting. I think part of the intention of that meeting was everybody in the region is kind of having the same struggles as far as staffing and everything. And so it was all the counties coming together, collaborating, coming up with ideas, discussing things of how potentially they can work together, changes that could maybe happen. And so I'm glad to see that those conversations are happening now at a regional level. And she's going to get more involved with that. I do also have the letter, as we discussed a few meetings ago, about the service restructure and that. I think it's just a motion to have Jill as the EMS service director, and then there's a letter to sign there.
So we need a motion, right?
And so that letter basically moves her to the service director, and then I am the alternate in her absence for that. So
Thought we already made a motion on that.
we discussed it, but we wanted to wait a little while.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, so make a motion to
Appoint Jill.
appoint Jill as
Service
Director.
director, service director.
service director and Ryan as
Emergency, okay.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to have Jill be service director, correct?
Yep.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. And you want my signature in
Yep.
print? My print's a lot different than my signature.
Okay. Thank you for that. Emergency management, I will be gone September 11th through the 15th to the state HEMA conference. Not only is that just for me to learn, but also that's continuing education for my certification during that time too. I don't think Jill is going to be attending that. There's some holes in the call schedule, so it'll just be myself that'll be going to that. The state of Kansas, I got an email this week. They are redoing the Kansas planning standards and requirements for counties. And so as part of that process, they've reached out to a few emergency managers in the state, and they would like us to come to the table for a roundtable to review those and give our input on the potential changes. And so they've asked me to represent Western Kansas if I can, and that would be in Wichita on September 28th. So if you guys are okay with that, they will cover the lodging. So if you are okay with that, but.
Need a driver.
Yeah. I do think that is, I think that is important that we do have a voice at the table for Western Kansas when we are going through those things. So I will let them know I will be attending that. And then I have paperwork. This is the annual funding, the Emergency Management Performance Grant that we apply for every year for additional funding. I guess I need approval to apply for the grant, right? Yeah.
I think we approve.
I so moved.
and I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to apply for the grant. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
And then I just need a printed name and signature again. And then I also need a signature. This is stating that we will not use the grant funds for construction or lobbying.
Do you want me to, where it says typed, do you want me to print it?
Yeah, print it. That's fine.
I'll let you fill that out.
Okay. And that's all I have, unless you guys have something for me.
Ryan, thank you.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
you too. I had to come pay my car tags anyhow before I
Okay.
forget.
Oh, never mind. I gotta talk. Did you guys have anything else?
I'd like to ask for 5 minutes of executive session for non-elected personnel.
So moved.
I'll second it.
It's been, the motion's been made and, first and seconded for 5 minutes to executive session. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
My mind was somewhere else, sorry.
Really?
Oh. I think, yeah.